Here's a bold claim to start. Most people who try to build a business around cheap offshore labor go broke within a year. Not because offshore hiring doesn't work, but because they treat it like a hack instead of a business. Meanwhile, a small number of operators are quietly making $4,000 to $7,000 a month connecting American companies with skilled offshore teams. Same idea. Completely different execution. So is this actually a profitable business to start in 2026, or just another YouTube trend? Let's break down the real numbers. This video is for people who already understand operations, recruiting, sales, or client management. Freelancers, ex-HR people, agency owners, or side hustlers who are comfortable talking to business owners on the phone. If you're looking for something fully passive, or you've never sold a service before, this is probably not your first business. This one requires real conversations and real relationship building. So what exactly is this business? In simple terms, you're building an offshore staffing and hiring solution. You help U.S. companies hire remote workers from countries like the Philippines, India, Pakistan, or Latin America for roles like customer support, bookkeeping, virtual assistants, and back-office work. You make money in one of two ways: either a one-time placement fee when a company hires someone through you, typically 10 to 20% of the candidate's first-year salary, or a recurring monthly markup, where you charge the client a management fee on top of the offshore worker's pay every month. The second model is where the real money is, because it's recurring revenue instead of one-time commissions. Now let's talk demand, because this is where the opportunity actually gets interesting. According to Deloitte's Global Outsourcing Survey, cost reduction remains the top driver for companies considering outsourcing, but a growing number now cite access to skilled talent as an equally important factor. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics tracks the employment services industry as one of the more stable service categories in the country, and industry estimates suggest small and mid-sized U.S. businesses are increasingly turning to remote and offshore hiring specifically to control payroll costs without cutting output. On the supply side, the Philippines' BPO industry alone generates over $30 billion annually according to IT and Business Process Association Philippines data, and Pakistan's IT and freelancing sector has been growing steadily year over year according to the State Bank of Pakistan. In short, the demand from U.S. business owners is real, and the talent pool is large and improving. The opportunity is in the middle, being the trusted bridge between the two. Let's get into what it actually costs to start. Category minimum cost, USD, equipment, laptop, headset, dual monitor, $800, $1, 500 licenses/legal, LLC, contracts, NDAs, $500, $1, 000 inventory/raw material not applicable space/rent, home office or co-working, $0, $300 per month website/CRM setup, $1, 000, $3, 000 initial marketing, $500, $1, 500 miscellaneous, $300, $500 total minimum investment, $3, 100, $7,800. Here's where that money actually goes. Your equipment is your basic work setup, nothing fancy needed at the start. Legal costs cover forming an LLC and getting proper contracts drafted, because you're going to be handling employment relationships across borders, and vague agreements are how people get burned. Your website and CRM are the most important line item, because clients need to see credibility before they trust you with hiring decisions. This is not optional in this business. Marketing covers your first outreach campaigns, and miscellaneous covers things like business insurance and payment processing setup. Monthly operating costs typically run $1,000 to $3,000, covering your CRM and applicant tracking software, ongoing marketing, contractor payment platforms, and possibly a part-time recruiter or assistant once you scale past a handful of clients. Now, income potential, and I'm going to give you the realistic range, not the fantasy range. Conservative estimate. In your first 3 to 4 months, expect 1 to 2 placements a month, netting maybe $800 to $1,500 in profit. Realistic estimate. Once you have a repeatable process and a few recurring clients, $3,000 to $6,000 a month in profit by month 6 to 9 is very achievable. Optimistic estimate. Operators who build a recurring markup model with 10 or more active placements can realistically hit $10,000 to $20,000 a month, though industry estimates suggest this usually takes 12 to 18 months of consistent work. Average profit margins in this business tend to run between 30 and 50% once operations are efficient. Break-even analysis. With a minimum investment around $5,000 and conservative early profits, most operators break even somewhere between 3 and 6 months, assuming they're actively pursuing clients from day one and not waiting for business to come to them. Now, the biggest mistakes people make. Number 1. Underpricing to win clients, which kills your margins before you even start. Number 2. Skipping proper vetting of offshore candidates, which destroys client trust fast. Number 3. Ignoring time zone and communication training, which is often the actual reason offshore hires fail, not skill gaps. And number 4. Trying to serve every industry at once instead of picking a lane. Speaking of lanes, here's where the real opportunity is. Most generic offshore staffing agencies serve everyone, which means they're forgettable. The gap is in vertical specialization, offshore hiring specifically for e-commerce brands, medical and dental offices, law firms, or real estate teams. Another underserved niche is fully managed offshore teams, where you don't just recruit, you handle onboarding, payroll, and performance management too, and charge a premium for it. That's your differentiation. Here's how to actually start. Step 1. Pick your niche. Choose one industry you understand and can speak the language of. Step 2. Build a small vetted talent pipeline of 5 to 10 strong candidates before you pitch anyone. Step 3. Create simple, clear service packages with transparent pricing. Step 4. Build a professional website and case study page. This is your credibility engine. Step 5. Start direct outreach to small business owners on LinkedIn and through cold email, offering a free consultation call. Step 6. Close your first 3 clients and use those results as social proof to scale. Now, on the tool side, a professional website and a proper CRM aren't optional here. They're the backbone of trust in this business. Clients are handing over hiring decisions to you, so your website needs to look credible, and your CRM needs to track candidates, clients, and communication without things slipping through the cracks. If you don't want to build this yourself, this is exactly the kind of setup Softangles specializes in: website development, CRM systems, and business software tailored to service businesses like this one. You can book a free consultation with Softangles, and the link is in the description, to get a clear estimate before you spend $1. For marketing, online methods include LinkedIn outreach, cold email, and content that shows real case studies of successful placements. Offline methods include local business networking events and referrals from accountants or business consultants who already work with small business owners. On a low budget, focus entirely on organic LinkedIn outreach and referrals. It costs time, not money. Once you have consistent revenue, scale with paid LinkedIn ads and partnerships with small business associations. The real challenges here are trust. Business owners are naturally cautious about offshore hiring, plus time zone friction, currency fluctuations affecting offshore worker pay, and legal compliance that varies by country. This isn't a set it and forget it business. A few do's and don'ts. Do vet every candidate personally before presenting them. Do put everything in writing. Don't overpromise cost savings. Set realistic expectations. And don't take on more clients than you can properly manage. Quality control is your entire reputation in this business. So, final verdict. Is this worth starting? Yes, if you already have some experience in recruiting, sales, or operations, and you're willing to do consistent outreach for the first few months. It's a realistic, scalable service business, not a get-rich-quick play. If you have zero sales experience and expect passive income from day one, skip this one and build a foundation elsewhere first. If this breakdown was useful, subscribe for more realistic business breakdowns. No hype, just numbers. And if you're ready to actually build the website or CRM system this business needs, book your free consultation with Softangles using the link in the description.